everyone, it's Paula here. It's a big hi and welcome to the Western Reborn crew and our channel. I'm reborn mummy and collector of the babies of the Western Reborn crew and artist to some of them. So I do hope everyone is smiling, well and doing the best they can with this life. So if you're watching this video, thank you. And I do hope from a few minutes I may take your mind off whatever may be troubling you with whatever I present to you. I want to first of all apologise if the bird wildlife comes through onto the video too clearly. I'm surrounded by all sorts of birds. I have a lot of trees around my house. So I am wearing a headphone set and I'm really hoping that I'm not too loud. So yeah, now in this video I'm going to introduce you all to this baby here that I've reborned myself, and I'm going to do a bit of a detailing video and story about her as I change her. Now this is the reborn Eden. She was sculpted by Marissa May for Bountiful Baby. She's 22 inches in length, but I could be incorrect about that because she does seem about much longer. So she may be 24 inches, I might have said that wrong. I don't know how heavy I have reborn her, but she isn't too heavy because she is for my 10-year-old niece. But there is a bit of weight for some realism, but not to an actual toddler. So this is a gift for my 10-year-old niece. I think I said in a previous video it was for my sister and her niece. It's actually my niece. I said that wrong. I can't tell them about this video or this channel yet until they actually receive Eden. So I really can't ask permission to have their names in the video yet. Now I got this kit, Eden, secondhand in my Learning to Reborn. I'm actually learning through the Live Effects with Reborn and Special Effects Patreon class with Reborn Master Artist Sue Ellen Taormina. Do hope I've said that right. I will have the link for that Patreon class down below in the description box for any of you who may be interested in joining. So here in Australia, I think I only pay $14 a month. So I think in the US it's about $10 or $11 a month. Now, I better start changing her as I tell her story. So here is Eden's receiving gift that I'm going to dress her in. It's a Dimples shirt with a little cat on there and a couple of flowers. And it's a 000, 0 to 3 months. And well, quite some matching organic cotton shorts, same size, 0 3 zeros, because we're getting warmer in the warmer weather now. So I don't want her wrapped up too much in the box. She'll be in a 10-hour trip in a box. So we'll see how she goes. So Eden here has been the guinea pig for a couple of series or classes that I learnt from Sue Ellen's Patreon class. I first did the dark toddler on her and failed miserably at that, so I stripped her. And then the next one I did was a basic baby. I think I did the basic baby on Eden. And failed miserably there too, so I stripped her again. And so I came across the fair toddler class and I thought, well, I'll give that one a go. And if I failed at that, I mean, I didn't totally not fail, but I have some way to go for realism that I'll one day hopefully achieve. I'll pull this off. Now, halfway through painting her in that fair toddler, I actually did visualise my sister. When she was an infant toddler, Eden and my sister shared the same cute round face. So I started, when I did the details, for what I could remember of my sister, I didn't really have a photo. I had one when she was a bit older than a toddler, but I went basically on that with her lip colour and just her cheeks. My sister had some ruby red cheeks. They were patchy, if that makes sense. So I tried to imitate that and keep her as fair as possible. Oh, I'm trying to pull that off you when I haven't even undone the buttons. Sorry, Eden. Trying to rip your head off before you even leave. There you go. I think I did that because the shirt I'm about to put her in doesn't have any clips. So yeah, so my sister is fair compared to my skin tone. Me and my sister, she's only 11 months younger than me, and we're literally like chalk and cheese in our skin tones. She took after the English side of our family. Well, I probably took the Fijian Tongan heritage, so I probably took the darker skin colouring from that. But don't worry, my sister, even though she's fair, she has very curly hair, like the Pacific Islander side, where I've got the straight dark hair, and we always wanted each other's hair. So we are quite a bit of a mix. Now, I finished painting Eden probably a year ago now, so she's had plenty of time to cure. I use Ultimate Fusion air dry paints, as does Sue Ellen in her Patreon classes. And I will have the link to the website for those paints also in the description below as well. I have only just varnished Eden and put her together probably about a month ago, a bit more than a month ago now. Yeah, so, and that was just so I could get her ready to be gift adopted. Now before we put Eden into her little outfit, let's go through some details. So her hair is Prisma penciled. I don't know if you can see that really well. Her hair is Prisma penciled with white painted blonde tones in it. So it's Prisma and painted because my sister didn't have much hair. Oh, Eden is a bit heavy to turn around. And I actually combied some hair, blonde hair on top of that for a bit of depth. My sister had a bit of more hair at the back that came up to the front when she was a little girl. That's the back where you definitely can see it's Bountiful Baby. So I had to really matte varnish the head to get the Prisma to work. Oh, sorry guys. My first time actually, it was probably my second time rooting to the degree I was finished, as in I was happy with it. Yeah. So, there's her lip colour. It's very floppy in the head, but she doesn't have much weight in there. But enough so that she could sit up without having to have cushions around her. The little mittens, which I'll put back on her. So there's her hands. Now I don't know if you can see her hand. Sorry guys, I'm looking. Now I Prisma penciled her fingernails instead of paint. So you can see that. I was a bit dark in my creasing at that time, but I was learning how to do it. I did not want to strip again. And then we'll go to her feet because I've got to take her little booties off. It's getting too warm for booties now and mittens, but I will be putting some cotton mittens on her. So yeah. So that's her little feet. See if I can put her toes in there. Sorry guys. So I have a little rash I put on this foot. As fair skin babies sometimes have rashes more in one foot, or maybe more in one hand or on the face than the other side. So yeah. Okay. Now Eden is actually going to be wrapped in, once I get her dressed, I'll put that there. Eden's going to be wrapped in this, it's a Muslim or cheesecloth wrap, and it's got white spots on it. I thought they were hearts at first, but on closer look they're not. But it's very light, so I feel a bit more comfortable that she'll be wrapped in that and not a really winter blanket. So let's get her dressed. There's no clips on this, so I won't be trying to push your head back on there, Eden. So yeah, she's pretty much out of my babies. She'll be the second complete baby I've finished. Well, actually the fourth, but the second one I'm proud of. The first two I wasn't so proud of, but I wasn't going to strip again. I did one for a dear friend of mine. She was 96 and had never had children. And that was the Cadence kit. Oh, sorry, no, it was the Meg kit I did for my friend. And I made her with no weight, maybe a little wee bit in the hands and legs, but not too much at all, because she was nursing one of my other babies and it was really heavy for her, just for even holding her for a couple of, oh, don't want to grab your ears, for even a couple of seconds. So, but my dear friend has since passed, so she's back in my collection. You know, she had no children, so she had no one to pass it on to, not even a niece, and she didn't want to pass it on to anyone that may not appreciate her. So she's back in my collection, and I will introduce her. I probably should put her in my collection, so maybe I'll introduce her in there as well. Her name's the Meg kit. Did I say it was the Meg kit? I can't remember. The other kit that I put together was the Cadence kit. That poor kit was stripped a million times as well. I tried to do the preemie on that one, I think basic baby on that one, and in the end I think I did dark baby, I can't remember, but I did finish him. He was a beautiful little preemie type kit, and I actually gave him to, because I did a bit of a darkish, well, olive tone, a bit lighter than me. Sorry about that, guys. I was meant to push pause, not stop, but I had a bit of a Herney car come past. Yeah, so I was talking about the Cadence kit. So yeah, he was a bit lighter than me in colouring, so I gave him to a neighbour. And I have a new Cadence kit that I'm going to retry, because Cadence actually looks very much like my grandson, which I won't mention his name. I don't have his mother's permission either to do that, but very much in look to when my grandson was born, and he too was a preemie. Okay, so this is dear Eden. Let her look at you. I hope all of this got in the camera. I did another view to this and I don't think it worked well because I couldn't see. I'm not behind the camera, I'm actually to the side, and yeah. So there you go, guys. Eden's all dressed and ready. She's ready to be wrapped when I'm ready to go, so it won't be yet. But she's going to be gifted to my darling sister and niece. I will give you an update after that happens. I would video them doing the box opening, and I probably still will. However, as my channel is for adults and for young ones 13 years and older, I probably won't publish it on my channel because it'll have my 10-year-old niece on there. She is an only child for my sister, and she definitely does take good care of her belongings. I did buy her a baby, the Summer Rain kit, that was done beautifully by an artist that I don't know the name of. I was the second mum, and I bought her secondhand from our wonderful Shell Bell of Shell Bell's Reborn Creations. And Shell Bell couldn't remember the artist either, but that's okay. I'll include some photos at the end of this video as well. Now, my niece did keep the name Summer Rain, and she became a very precious part of my niece and my sister's little family life. And so Summer Rain will become a big little sister to Eden. She'll be the big sister because she's first, but she'll be littler than Eden here. So that wraps up another video of an introduction of a reborn I have in my collection. But this one will soon be a part of someone else's collection, but you've got to see her, how she's going to look when my niece opens her up. Thank you everyone for watching, liking, commenting and subscribing to the Western Reborn Crew channel. I truly appreciate your company. In my next video, I'll actually introduce you to Serenity, my Laura Lee Eagles kit that was reborn by the master artist I mentioned earlier in this video, Sue Ellen Taormina, who is not only my mentor and teacher, but she's also my friend. So until then, please everyone stay safe, keep smiling, and let the world that gives out trouble go by. Thank you everyone. Bye.